Team members anxiously awaited the arrival of their crews at the overnight stop in Gaborone, and thousands of enthusiastic spectators lined the route for kilometres at a stretch.
There's a chicken and there's an oxtail.
The finish was in sight for Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek in the proudly South African Nissan Hardbody. They completed the 500-kilometre route in a time of 7 hours, 30 minutes and 19 seconds. Neil Woolrich and Ken Scholthammer were next in the Team Ford Racing Ranger. Their time was 6 minutes and 11 seconds slower than that of the leading Nissan. A clean run for Atang Makgekganeni and Bux Carolyn in the total Jimco. The special vehicle category leaders crossed the line to the tumultuous applause of their huge fan base. Mother and daughter Lerato and Ipi Makgekganeni were also delighted with the result. Castrol Toyota's Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin were third overall in the production vehicle category and 11 minutes ahead of Cox and Pitchford in the Nissan. They once again showed that a four-cylinder powered vehicle can share the podium with the more powerful Class T vehicles. Alfie Cox and Ralph Pitchford could only hope that the following day would go off without any hitches and that they could close the gap on and possibly beat the Class D leading Toyota. Cox, who is a veteran of many Dakar rallies where danger lurks around every corner, described the last few kilometres of driving through a wall of spectators on the Toyota 1000 as a daunting experience. Gibson and Mike Brown picked up another puncture on the right rear of the Presidium Bat and had to nurse the vehicle to the finish and finished third overall on corrected time in the special vehicle category. Shamir Variawa and Nadeem Dudhia had a roller coaster ride from 72nd to 2nd overall in the special vehicle category, but could have done without the 10-second delay in a sport where every second counts these days. And Jaap de Bruin lost third and fourth gear 100 kilometres into the race and had to complete the rest of the race in first, second and fifth gears. A great comeback drive for Variawa and Dudhia, with the de Bruins coming up trumps in Class E and beating Castrol Toyota teammates Zane Pierce and Henny Vosloo to the line by 56 seconds. The front differential on the Castrol Toyota Hilux broke 80 kilometres from the overnight stop, which made the going tough for Pierce and Vosloo. Berthold and Rosso got stuck and later broke a front differential early in the race, but kept the advanced soft Nissan hardbody in one piece to finish 7th overall and 3rd in Class D in only their second outing in a production vehicle. Paolo Piazzamusso and Rod Herring came from way behind in the Toyota Castrol Hilux to finish 8th overall in the production vehicle category and 4th in Class D, while Nielsen Zelda van der Walt finished a creditable 9th overall and 3rd in Class E in the diesel-powered Nissan hardbody. JP Augustin and Johan Dubel were concerned about a slipping clutch on the GBS Racing Nissan hardbody, but soldiered on to claim 10th overall in the production vehicle category and 5th in Class D. They were the only GBS Racing Nissan to complete day one of the Toyota 1000, with Grobler and Prinsloo sidelined by electronic problems and Gerber and Labuskachny time-barred. Mastercraft PlayStation Pajero crew, Henry Zamatin and Bodo Schwegler, were heading for 11th overall and 6th in Class D, despite a puncture and losing an upper control arm bolt 50 kilometers from the finish. The special vehicle field had been all but wiped out, with only 11 of the 40 starters destined to finish day one. Harper and Chalupsky were 4th overall in the BAT Racing entry, but an hour behind the category leaders. It was certainly a tough day at the office for the BAT Racing crew, who completed day one in 9 hours and 19 minutes. Arnold Duplessis and George Baker had a torrid time in the BB Auto Nissan hardbody and were very happy to be within sight of the finish line. Five Nissans, 4 Toyotas and a lone Ford made it into the top 10 after day one of what many regarded as the toughest Toyota 1000 desert race ever. As was to be expected, the more powerful Class A vehicles dominated the top placings, with only 4 Class B entries making it into the top 10. The Castrol Toyota pit was a hive of activity, with technicians hard at work replacing differentials, body panels and the like in preparation for a repeat of day one's route, but this time in the opposite direction.
We are really happy with the results today. You know that it is tough out there. Talking to the drivers, they say it has never been tough before as it was today. 4 cars finished, fantastic. Leaders in Class D, leaders in Class E, we're very happy with the result today. But we also understand it is going to be a tough day tomorrow. Do everything again in reverse, but we will get the vehicles in good working order. Don't know why we even bother to have flicker lights on these vehicles. We lose them, but we are confident that tomorrow is going to be another good one for us.
The Nissan technicians now only had Grobler and Cox's vehicles to service, following the early retirement of Hall and that of Voss later in the race. Hannes Grobler is always on hand to oversee proceedings and assist wherever possible.
Yeah, it was a tough day today. It was very tight. They changed the route. I think we took about 7.5 hours to finish it today. This morning we had quite a lot of dust behind Lynn, but when we passed him it was quite clean. But it was tight all the time, and you had to work behind the steering, and I've got a blister after today.
The action on day 2 of the Toyota 1000 Desert Race was fast and furious, with no holds barred racing in the production and special vehicle categories.